Thank you so much for being here with us again on XY Spark. This is your boy Rolando. It's a weekend, it's a Friday. It's Friday, January 14, 2022. And I just wanted to take the time to send a huge shout out there to my son. Today is his birthday. Today he's all of big number 8. And so happy birthday to you there, Mateo. He is still in bed, but I know that he is going to have a great day. I've already taken some time off for the rest of the day just to spend that QT with him and make sure that I make the day special. So happy birthday to you, Mateo. Is there anyone else out there celebrating a birthday today, wherever you are around the globe? I just wanted to send birthday wishes to you as well and hope that you will have a fantastic day and an amazing weekend. This week we have had some wonderful discussions and feedbacks, and we appreciate you. We thank you for all those who continue to be a part of us. You can hear or recording again here on the Podbean app on iTunes, or if you prefer, you will hear us on YouTube. If you go to our YouTube channel, XY Spark, you will hear these recordings there as well. You'll hear them on Spotify. You'll hear them also on Verbal Reason, Tumblr. There are several places where you can access, and we just continue to say wherever you are around the world, continue to do the great job that you are doing. We appreciate you, and we indeed are grateful for your support. Thank you again to our faithful listeners here, those who are here in Canada. We thank you and we want to send man love your way. Those in the United States, we want to say thank you as well. Those who are outside of the North American region in places like Europe and Asia and Africa, those who are in South America and the Caribbean, we thank you and we send a huge shout out your way as well. Right now in northern Alberta, the weather network is reporting that it's minus 11, feels like minus 15, and there is a fog advisory that is out in our area right now. As I said in previous broadcasts, we do hope that the weather is much more friendly in your neck of the woods than it is for us here in northern Alberta. The program is Morning Mania. The theme is Freedom Friday for men on their way. Morning Mania is a program designed to provide a meal in the morning for men on the move with daily motivation, inspiration, and life coaching tips that seek to motivate, empower, and nurture a changed mindset. I am your men's life coach, Rolando. It's Freedom Friday. And as you take time to check in, as you take time to reflect, as you take time to examine and re engage with all the things that have gone on in your life this week, was there something that happened to you on Monday that you find you are still ruminating on it today? This week, did you experience a loss? Did you lose a loved one, maybe? Did you lose a friend? Did you lose a job? Did you lose respect for yourself by compromising your standards? Did you lose track of time and ended up making a bad decision? Did you lose a home? Or maybe you lost some money? And today you are there and you continue to struggle with the thought, you continue to struggle with the question, what if? Why me? And all these thoughts and all these questions, sometimes there are not always an answer. And that is the place where sometimes we are stuck. We're stuck in that place where we want to get an answer. We feel if we don't get the answer for it, then we are not going to be able to move on. We feel if we don't get the answer, we're not going to heal. Today being Freedom Friday, I would like you to challenge yourself a little bit to recognize that you will be okay if you don't get the answer. You will be okay if all the boxes are not ticked right away. You will be okay if you free yourself through forgiving yourself, through recognizing the importance of self forgiveness and how it is connected to self health and healing. This week, if you experienced the unfortunate thing of losing a loved one, we say to you, we express our sincere condolences. We might not be able to explain fully how that feeling is. But one thing we do know is that we too have experienced losing loved ones. So we understand the emptiness that you feel, the loneliness that you may feel. And it is in those times that we get into our minds where we feel like this is it. It is the end for me. So, how do we begin that process to free ourselves from those thoughts that are not helpful, that are not transformative? And oftentimes, freeing ourselves may mean connecting with someone to do some grief counseling. Sometimes freeing ourselves mean finding a safe space to vent. Join even a group where there are persons who are experiencing the similar thing as you so that you can release those negative emotions in a safe environment. So if you have lost a loved one this week, this is my appeal to you and recommendation that in order to free yourself, you need to get connected and do some grief and loss counseling. Even if you lost a job and you're mourning, get some grief and loss counseling for that, because what you experience there is you are grieving over the loss of employment. We don't only grieve when we lose friends or family members. We grieve when we lose a lover. We grieve when we lose a job. We grieve, some of us, sometimes when we lose anything that might have been dear to us. So let this weekend be a shift in your outlook. Remember, don't stay stuck in your own head. Don't let pride rob you of the possibility of change. Free yourself. Go forth. Let go. Connect so that you can start to be transformed. And so, what else is there that's going on? You might have been stuck in a self destructive pattern. This week, you might have gone to the limit. You are a man and you might be listening to this podcast and you know that this week you went on a binge and right now you're feeling disappointed in yourself. Right now you're questioning whether or not you are worth anything. You are struggling with your self-esteem and your identity. You have done some things that you're not proud of. My recommendation to you is it's time to free yourself from that belief. Yes, you've done a lot of things that you're not proud of, but this is your moment to start doing things that you are proud of. And so freeing yourself could mean you've got to start examining setting healthier boundaries and loving yourself more than you do and breaking away from those behaviors that are self destructive. So, if you are stuck in an addiction, if you are stuck in an unaddressed mental health diagnosis, you are the person who you may be struggling with bipolar disorders. To free yourself from that, you need to line yourself up and connect with someone who is trained and skilled enough to find the right psychotropic medication that's going to help you to control that bipolar tendency. We're talking about Freedom Friday. So I need you to look at yourself now. I'm speaking to you. You may be listening to this pre recording. You may be sitting down at home. You may be somewhere in Europe or Asia or Africa. You may be right here in Canada. You may be somewhere in the United States. And all the things that have been said, you can relate. You need to stop right now. Take up your phone, send a text, call somebody, go online, do some research, but seek to connect with the right source of support so you can free yourself. You may need to think about freeing yourself from anger. You are constantly angry. And it has gotten so overwhelming that sometimes you're not even able to identify why am I so angry. You can free yourself from that by reaching out and connecting with somebody who can offer you good supports. We are talking about freedom. One of my favorite quotes, and you know it by now, and it may be familiar to you, comes from the song that was sang by a popular reggae music icon, Bob Marley, which says, "Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds." End quote. This is your day to be free from anything that is mentally debilitating. So as you go on your way today, let this be your thought, your mantra. Let this be your hope that if I'm going to be free, I have to be more open, honest, and willing. If I'm going to be free, I've got to be more open, honest, and willing. That's what it's going to take to engage the power to free yourself. Go out there today. Take a hold of this mantra. Make it yours so that you can be free. This is your men's life coach Rolando here on XY Spark. Thank you for joining us. And we continue to remind you that at XY Spark, we believe that there is a spark in you.
Please join Rolando next time on XY Spark. as he engages us in practical discussions that promotes healthy masculinity and challenge men to live extraordinary lives. At XY Spark, we believe the key for happier families is restoring healthy masculinity.